Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's been a very long time. I'm sorry about that. It's been about 3 weeks now. But welcome. We're having a cozy holiday stream, so I didn't get all done up today. But we do have Santa here. Mr. Santa. He's holding my cocoa. So I'm excited about that. Hey, Danny, I missed you. I missed you too, Lone Wolf. I know, things have just been so crazy. Like, so crazy. Good crazy. Very good. Lots of exciting news, hopefully, in the future. So stay tuned for that. Hi, Hair Raising. Hi, Justice. Teddy's here. Hi, Teddy. Scully. Who do we have? Innocence Unknown. Hi. Cody, of course. Hello. He could hear me typing. I was trying to be really quiet, but you know, it's kind of hard typing quietly with these things. So, I like the softer look on you. Oh, thank you. This is my pretty much everyday look. I don't always go out in the wild looking like Danny Dreadful, but this is kind of just my everyday go-to look. And I have like my camera is like really up close, but I have my I can't even. Oh my god, I'm so short. My Charlie Brown Christmas sweater on. Got the gang. The Peanuts gang is all here. Fun fact, I played Lucy in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown in one of my performing arts productions. I used to go to like a performing arts after school type of thing, and I was Lucy. And I played her very well. She was like my favorite at the time, so yeah, so tonight we don't really have an agenda, kind of just talking, catching up. I think I'll probably narrate my original Christmas story from last year, and those of you who we wrote the story together in the last live stream, was it the last one? I think it was the last one. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about it. It's just I wrote that part of it, but we're just I want to do holiday stories this Christmas season. So right after the holiday season, that will be like the first story up with all of you in it. Hello, Anthony. How are you? How are you? By the way, I promise to finish our thing by tonight or tomorrow. Cool, Cody. Awesome. I changed I usually have like a black blanket behind me, but I've got some polar bears for the season. I got my Christmas tree going on. Duchess, hi, how are you? I'm good, how are you? How are you? I'm just waiting for my cocoa to cool down in my Santa mug. But I'm like super festive. And with us tonight, I don't know if you guys follow Phantom of Darkness, but he said that this was his his face reveal the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I have doppelgangers all over of you around my house. So he's joining us tonight, one of his doppelgangers. He can't be seen, but he's sitting here, so. Is Amanda here? Amanda, hello. Hi, hi, hi. I missed you, I know. Paranormal Chop Shop, hi. How are you? Good group tonight. Yeah, it's been a while. I was trying to get... It was just crazy. You know, the holidays are always really crazy, and I always feel bad promising that I'm gonna start, like, yeah, like, one day I'll be like, yeah, I'm totally on my stuff, and I'm gonna pump out 2 videos a week and a live stream, and then my husband got really sick. Like, he was sick for, like, this flu that's going around is no joke, and he was sick for about, I think, like, 8 days, so I was taking care of him, and then I started not to feel too great, but we're all good here in the Dreadful household. It was just one thing after another, and then we were in Chicago, so I couldn't really record. You stay busy, Danny. I know how it is. Yes, very true, hair raising. But yeah, so we're back tonight. We're back. So how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Did you eat a lot? And what did you eat? What was your favorite part of Thanksgiving? Tell me in the chatty chat. Hi, Magenta. How are you? Oh, everyone's here tonight. This is awesome. Okay, if I spit this out from a burnt tongue, I apologize. But it feels like it's really hot. But, I mean, it's hot cocoa, so it's supposed to be right. Okay, it's not that hot. I threw in some candy canes in there and stirred it around. Getting a pie all to myself. Nice, Teddy. The pies are the best part. I love dessert. My Thanksgiving was good. I had it at the country club my family belongs to. It was the first Thanksgiving out of the house. Oh, interesting. That's really cool. Outrum, hello. Hi, hi. Magenta says her Thanksgiving was good. I feel so crazy talking about Thanksgiving like in the middle of December, but that's how we roll here, right? But yeah, I wanted to do a thankful stream, and that's when things just like went boop. It was like one thing after another. After I got back from Chicago, it was just crazy. But Chicago was really fun. It was really cool. Oh yeah, I went like directly after Thanksgiving. That's why we went the Sunday. Yeah, we went the Sunday after Thanksgiving, so there was really no time for anything really. But let's see. My favorite part of Lone Wolf says my favorite part of Thanksgiving was the bread and pumpkin pie. Love pumpkin pie and bread. Any carbs really are always good. Christmas movies have been playing since before Halloween. That is true. That is true. So we went to Enchant. Is that Paige Turner? Hi. Hi, Paige. Okay, she'll be back in 10. Cool. So last night we went to, my husband and I and our friend, we went to this thing called Enchant. And, okay, it was really great, don't get me wrong. But the first year we went, it wasn't a sponsored Hallmark event. So the first year I felt like it was really authentic. There was like these little like the Christkindl shops and all the German little shops, and they had like schnitzel and German food. And this year when we went, it was very commercial. I loved it still. The lights were great, but the shops weren't as great as the first time. So I was a little like, oh, that sucks. That was the part I was looking forward to most, was like shopping at the little German shops. But of course I got a shirt that says, this is my Hallmark watching t-shirt, or my Hallmark movie, Christmas movie watching shirt, or something to that extent. I had to get it because it was there. And I was like, whatever. But I really want, there's another shirt that I've seen, and it's like, it's either serial killer documentaries or Christmas movies. We're either slaying or we're slaying. I want that shirt too. I put that on my Amazon wish list. Yeah, Teddy, those were posted on Twitter yesterday. Yeah, it was me, Mr. Dreadful, and my friend. She's the one who does my hair. She's awesome. Let's see. I love those pictures of Chicago. Oh, thanks, Duchess. Yeah, that was fun. Chicago, I kind of like explored Chicago by myself because Mr. Dreadful was there for a work event, or a few work events. So I was kind of just like, let me go explore. And I explored and I ate a lot. It was wonderful. But yeah, does anyone else have hot cocoa tonight? I discovered the hot cocoa bombs. I've been using, I always use the powder, like the Swiss Miss powder, but I was at a store the other day and I saw like the hot cocoa bombs, and I was excited to try them. The marshmallows already melted. It's okay though. It's still really good. I love hot chocolates, literally. I'm like, haven't been drinking coffee, so when I want something like nice and warm, I've been doing like hot chocolate, or like, I'm kind of lying. I have been drinking coffee, but it's like half decaf, and I'll only drink like a few sips in the morning just to get me going. But if I need something warm, my go-to has been hot chocolate or tea lately, so like decaf tea. Dan Dreadful, did you find the Rainforest Cafe in Chicago? I didn't, because I know that there's one here in Texas, so I didn't go to that, but I kind of just stayed like pretty close to our hotel, but our hotel was in like a really good spot. We were by the river. I forgot what it's called. It's like, maybe it is called the River Walk, because I know in Austin we call it the River Walk, but it's just, it was beautiful. And then there was like a whole bunch of shopping. There was the Macy's there. Of course, I had to go to the Macy's. It was decorated. The cashier at Macy's, at the one of the counters that I went to, his hair was green, and it was like, but it was beautiful. It was just like, it wasn't like a green, it was like this pretty like ombre, like turquoise. So I looked at him, I was like, oh my god, I love your hair. And he's like, girl, I was about to tell you the same thing. So then we started talking about our hair and exchanging like hair tips and stuff, and it was really cool. But people in Chicago were really nice, and my hair was definitely a topic of conversation. Pretty much everywhere I went, like, somebody stopped me and said, like, you have great hair, like, your hair looks really cool. So that was really, I was proud of that. And even, it was funny because my husband, I hadn't met any of his coworkers yet, and 3 of his female coworkers were walking I was walking into the elevator, and they were walking out, and one of the girls was like, oh my god, I love your hair, and not knowing that, like, those were his coworkers, I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then we met later that night, and they were like, oh my gosh, your hair is so cool. And then we talked more about my hair, which is always a topic. Danny and her signature purple hair, yes. Teddy dog, let's see, those were posted on Twitter, I answered that. Who is feeling better? That's good. Yes, hubby's feeling better. Hairdresser is a genius. She's wonderful. Oh, nice, Anthony. Your wife makes the bombs? That's so cool. That is so cool. Like, they're fun. It's like, I don't know. I was just like watching it just dissolve. I'm a child. The bombs are really good, Duchess. I like them. I think I like them more than the powder. I feel like you get more of a chocolatey flavor, but I'm not opposed to the powder either. Yes, Teddy, it was my first visit to Chicago. Probably not my last, though. I definitely want to go back when we have a little bit more time and explore. I know, terrible, but I didn't get any deep dish pizza. I did get the Italian beefsteak. Shaved beef, is that what you call it? Italian shaved beef. That was the best thing I ate. And then of course the Chicago hot dog. So I had a Chicago hot dog and one of those beef steak thingies that were amazing. And then when we got back to Texas, we found the Chicago hot dogs place. So we went there a few days ago and compared, and I actually like the hot dogs here better than the one in Chicago, but the shaved beef wasn't good here at this place. It was so much better in Chicago. And I have to thank Mr. Revenant for that, because he was the one who told me to try that, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know if we're doing any more traveling. Definitely not the rest of this year, because in January we're going, not really away, but we're going on like a weekend trip for my birthday and our anniversary, because our anniversary is the January 8th and then my birthday's the 20th. So then we're going to go ahead and do a little winter getaway. Hey, Wolf, Anthony, Duchess, everyone. Danny, I've missed you so much. I feel like it's been ages, but Chicago sounds amazing, and I'm so glad everyone's feeling better. I know, Paige, seriously, like, even, like, chatting with you has been, you know, just, like, kind of dead lately. It's just been so busy, everyone. Like, I feel like end of year is always insane. Like, not even just with work. And, like, at work, it's kind of, like, winding down a little bit, but, like, just trying to, like, get all my stuff together for the channel and trying to plan out my goals for next year. You know, I met my goal this year, though. I'm really happy. Like, my only real goal this year was, for the channel anyway, was to get 1,000 subs. And although I did hit my 1,000, I'm still not monetized, so I'm working on that part, that portion. So that's why I have to pump out some more videos and get those hours up. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, Justice. Yes, please, everybody, let's send all good vibes and prayers to Ray. Oh my god, that is so crazy. I'm so sorry. Are you going to go visit her in the hospital, Justice? Oh my god. I can't imagine that. I'm so sorry. She's hours away from you. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Yes, we definitely care over here for sure. We're definitely sending like love, prayers, whatever you believe in, good vibes, prayers, please send them Ray's way. Okay, so we got Paige saying best vibes and the little heart. Creepy Cody says prayers to Ray with prayer hands. Anthony Anderson sends hearts. Outroam says so sorry, KJ. Lone Wolf sends a ton of heart emojis. Duchess sends good vibes and prayers. Zero sending you love and prayers, Ray and Justice. Magenta sends a bunch of purple hearts. Forensic Mystics. Hello. Hi, Forensic Mystics. How are you tonight? And Darkest says, so sorry to hear that, Justice. Sending all the best and healing vibes, hooray to you, Justice. Hopes and wishes from the meatball, Teddy Dog. Yes, we are putting all that positive energy out there for sure. Let's see. Zero says F Cancer, but he said the whole word. Hashtag I agree. Gosh, it's just like Okay, just reading through here. I saw someone said something. Okay, so Innocent says, I've been to Chicago twice in my life, once in the winter during Xmas and once while I was in boot camp and during my training after boot camp. Oh, awesome. What branch were you in, Innocence? Oh, see, this is the only thing with these mugs. Like, I hold my mug this way, and then you're just going to see Santa's butt if I do that. So, let's go ahead and turn that. You were in the Navy. Awesome. Thank you for your service. That is awesome. Actually, when I was in Chicago, we saw a bunch of Navy, like, I guess they were, like, were they getting off the plane? I forgot where I saw them, but there were a ton of Navy guys, and I was like, oh, cool. Oh no, Santa oh no, he has a face. He has a face. Oh, we have a hat too. See, he's not decapitated. We're not doing that. I was just saying, like, cause I, like, when I hold my mug, it doesn't feel comfortable holding it in this hand. But, and then I also have this for my water. And this has, like, little things on it. I'm very festive. Like, I love Halloween. Halloween is my jam, obviously, 365. But I do get into the Christmas spirit when it's December. Okay, I did it very early this year. I actually, like, right after Halloween, I was like, Thanksgiving, okay, cool. And then, like, I started decorating immediately after. Decapitated Santa would be more fun, though. Probably, Paige. Let's see. They always fly recruits and sailors into O'Hare Airport. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Very cool. I feel like, oh, it's getting, like, more chocolatey. It's so good. Yeah, I think Fuck Cancer doesn't need to be edited. Last time I counted up the friends and family and acquaintance I've lost to cancer, it was 15. That's so sad. I'm so sorry, Teddy. Yeah, I never know, like, the rules for the live streams. I mean, it's my live stream's not, like, monetized or anything, so I don't think that they can do much if I curse a lot. I just try to keep the cursing to, like, a minimum. So I just said F Cancer, but yes, absolutely. I've known too many people with cancer, and it's I don't understand. Halloween is my jam. Lone Wolf says, Halloween is my jam too. My two favorite Halloween songs are This Is Halloween and Ghost Socialize from the Haunted Mansion in Disney World. Nice. Very cool. Ray Red said, thank you so much, everyone. You're welcome, Ray. I feel like we have all lost someone to cancer. I lost my grandpa to throat cancer. I'm so sorry, Lone Wolf. Yeah. It's like no joke, seriously. And it's like, I always feel around the holidays, like that's when you kind of, I don't know, it always seems like in my family anyway, like when someone's sick, it's like they get even worse around the holiday season. But brain cancer is super intense. I couldn't, jeez, couldn't imagine. Thank you so much. What makes me sorriest is I share it with all of you. Let's see. I'm sorry, Justice. My grandpa, he didn't have cancer. My grandmother did not have cancer either, but she had a bunch of stuff. She had like emphysema. She smoked a lot. Yeah, she had a lot, and she actually her birthday and the day she died was yesterday. So that's always like a hard day for me because she was like my favorite person in the world, you know. And she died when I was like 15, but it doesn't get any easier, you know. It's just, you know, especially when it's like your favorite person, like someone who raised you for, well, you know, for the most part she raised me like the best she could. But Lone Wolf said, reminds me of a quote from Deadpool. Cancer affects my liver, lungs, prostate, and brain, all things I can live without. Thank you, Justice. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see. I'm just checking here. Okay, so I got my story up. We can do that in a little while. Just kind of hanging out, talking now. That is a great quote. Teddy said, great quote. So, what's everybody doing for Christmas? Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any holiday that you do celebrate. Do you have any plans? Going anywhere? Staying home with the fam? Creepy Cody says he's just chilling. Yeah. Oh, Outrum's leaving. Good night, Outrum. Have a great rest of your evening. Lone Wolf says he's just chilling. Hopefully not working on Christmas. I hope you're not working on Christmas either. Staying home with the family. The perfect thing. Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, Christmas. Duchess for sure. That's kind of like what we're doing. So, hubby and I, we always, every year, we go for like a nice fancy dinner. Christmas Eve, we'll go to like a restaurant. And then on Christmas Day, we'll stay home with each other and just hang out. Watch Christmas movies. A Christmas Story, you know, how it like replays 24/7. Or 24 hours, rather. We'll watch that a few times. But then we'll like open gifts. Fall asleep, eat, fall asleep. It's kind of like one of those days where it's just like, what's going on today? But so Netflix and chill. No, actually, yeah. Well, sure, yes, but we got Anakin a little sweater that says hot cocoa and chill. It's so cute. I posted it a few times on Twitter. Or maybe not on Twitter. Did I post it on Twitter? I don't know if I posted on Twitter, but I definitely did post it on Instagram. And so Innocence says, well, I'm going to be home this year with my kids. My littlest, third, Xmas, and right, excuse me, right before the weekend, I get to go have a nice long sessions in the MRI machine. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're spending time with your kiddos. That's going to be really fun and special. I'm sorry about spending the rest of, or the weekend spending it in MRI machine. Paige said she'll be writing all day. That is, yes, that's pretty much what you'll be doing. Hey Rose, how are you? Happy holidays. I'm almost done with a 5,000 word Christmas story. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Do you want to tell us what it's about, or is someone... Oh, where is it going to be posted? You post no more usually on Reddit, right? Okay. We're gonna put Santa's hat on there for a little bit. So, the MRI thing is fine. They have to rule out MS with me, which they are already very skeptical about. Okay, well, I'm sending you all the good vibes, and I really hope, like, everything goes okay. Rose Black says odd direction. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much like Magenta says spending time with family. Awesome. Wonderful. Best time of the year to spend time with the fam. Also, I'm sorry if I'm like not as hyper as I normally am. I told you guys I'm not doing the caffeine thing anymore. It's hard. It's hard, but I'm trying. But yeah, I think like I love Christmas so much. So when I was little, what we would do we would go to my grandma's house or my aunt's house, and like my family where I used to live, they still my aunt, my sister, they all still get together and do like the big family thing. Maybe like in a few years I'll go back. I'm just not ready to go back to the Northeast yet. I don't know, it's so cold. I'm not used to it anymore. Oh, I know caffeine. I was just drinking way too much, and I'm just trying to be a little bit healthier, not do the whole caffeine thing. So no more coffee with the wine or whiskey. No, I still say it in my intro. I still say that, but I throw in instead of coffee, I said coconut water because that's what I've been drinking mostly now. No more drunky Danny. Nope. No. We're being a little bit healthier. Let me see what's congratulations, Anthony. Let me see. Anthony, I got a promotion at work. Oh, nice. Congratulations. That's amazing. I love hearing good news. That is awesome. A new, bigger office. Hell yes. Cheers to you. Here. Cheers. Santa's saying cheers. That's great. Congrats, Anthony. Oh, okay. Anthony said, thanks, y'all. Lone will put some coconuts for the coconut water. No more wire, Danny. I mean, in the mornings, I'm pretty, I wake up and I'm okay. I'll have, some orange juice or just something to, wake me up. Maybe I'll have, a few sips of half decaf if I'm, really dragging. But for the most part, nope. Not doing the whole coffee thing right now. Don't worry, we'll help you get through. We'll help you get hyper pulling out my caffeine syringe. No, we can't do caffeine. I have been trying to cut back on soda and caffeine lately as well because I was drinking way too much and not enough water. Yeah, that was my problem too. Too much of that, too many sugary drinks. I was doing too many energy drinks too, which are not good. And I just felt myself always feeling tired. And while right now I'm kind of tired because I'm just weaning myself off of the caffeine, it feels a lot better than dragging all day, because that's what would happen. I'd be dragging, then I get another coffee. But don't get me wrong, I'll probably go back to 1 cup a day eventually, but not right now. I guess I'll binge watch Dahmer and Babylon Berlin. Dahmer was... yeah. Babylon Berlin. I haven't heard of that one. What's that about, Teddy? Oh, okay. So, Rose says, the story will be posted to Reddit Odd Directions. It's about Santa's jealous twin brother trying to frame him for murder and take over Christmas. I love that. That sounds amazing. It sounds like a twisted Fred Claus. Do you guys like that movie? I love that movie with Vince. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Vince Vaughn. Yeah. It's like a serial killer version of Fred Claus. Actually, Cody is writing a story for me right now about Krampus, so I'm excited for that. I'm writing a story. You'll see. It's a fun one. Mr. Dreadful's helping me with it as well. That's the thing with Mr. Dreadful and I, like with the holiday stories, he kind of throws in some ideas and then we talk it out. But he helped a little bit with this one. And Vaughn is a good actor, although I only know him from Jurassic Park. Was he in Jurassic Park? I don't even remember him being in. I'm trying to think. Which Jurassic Park? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Trying being the word LOL. Yeah, trying for sure. Started from the bottom, now we're here. That is correct. The Lost World. Oh, okay. The second one. Okay. Yeah, you're right. He was in that. Okay, cool. Like, that's one movie I do like Jurassic Park, but I'm not like a huge, like, I know everything about Jurassic Park. I haven't seen the older ones in a very long time. Like, I'll watch the movies, but, yeah, I haven't watched them in a while. That was a great movie. So many people give it hate and don't know why. I'll have to watch it. What else? What else? Yeah, I watched, today in the background while I was working, I put on The Grinch for Anakin. He was really invested in that movie. Like, he was really into it. So he, like, as I was working, I just saw him, like, staring at the TV, like, so intently. It was really cute. Miss Megatron was really into it for, like, 5 minutes, and then she got bored and walked away. And Emmy just had literally no interest. Teddy Dog says, years who tries to stay decent. Lots of murder, espionage, and things blowing up good. Jurassic Park is so much better than Jurassic World. Jurassic World wasn't good, especially the last two. Oh, thank you, Justice. Justice said that I was pretty. Thanks. It's just really good foundation. The milquillage. I forgot what it's called. I can't say it, but it's like, you know, on I'm not on TikTok, but I'm on Instagram and the Reels thing, and like you always hear those things like TikTok made me buy it. Like every time I put on my foundation, I'm like TikTok made me buy it, even though like Instagram made me buy it. But yeah, that's just stupid stuff that goes on in my head when I'm bored. Justin spit it by accident. Thanks, guys. Il maquillage. Thank you. See, Justice is so smart. Every time I have trouble pronouncing something, she goes ahead and she like spells it out for me. But I really love that foundation. Not sponsored by them or anything, but I tried. I don't do so. I guess like, you know, because I rarely go out anymore into the sun, so I had to like switch foundation colors again because I've just gotten so much paler, or fairer, I guess is the word. So I switched and I tried their other version, which is like I guess it's like a full coverage one, but it's so thick. It like, I did not like how it looked on me because it just made it look kind of cakey. But then I added in some of my moisturizer with it and it thinned it out, and that looked okay. But I just went back to using the regular one because I don't know, I don't like a lot of makeup. It just, I don't know, it makes me feel like suffocated. Oh, my dad is an English and history teacher. That makes so much sense. Okay, cool. You were ready. Thank you, Teddy. Thanks, guys. But, yeah. I heard they want to do dino-human hybrids next in Jurassic Park, and supposedly the big plan was the dino-humans would inherit the Earth after humans go extinct. They might scrap it, but it's fitting. Oh, thank you, Justice. I'm getting embarrassed, so I'm just gonna put this guy, and he's gonna be here for the whole stream. That's just gonna be me. He's like dancing and stuff. Okay. Oh, hello, Dr. Doom. How are you? It's okay, Justice. I'm just joking around. Is that a joke? Huh. That is like a really interesting concept. I should have water instead of hot cocoa. We're just talking about how I don't get enough water, but yeah. Let's see. Pretty much the most fun images I know. Oh, that wasn't. Oh my gosh. That's what I just. I swear I'm a narrator, guys. Pretty much the most photogenic person I know is what I was saying, but hit send right after you're pretty. Oh, thank you, Teddy. Yes, you are beautiful there. Thank you so much, Duchess. Oh, you guys are gonna make me blush. Innocence says, first off, Lost World was far better than Jurassic Park, and the rest of the films, and third off, human dino hybrids, get the F out of here. That sounds terrible. Oh, thanks. Then Justice said, Danny is made for the screen. Thank you, guys. I always wanted to do, like when I was younger, I think I've mentioned this in one of my lives before, but I was going to school for broadcasting because I wanted to be like an entertainment reporter, but then I realized like I have literally no interest in like celebrities, so that would be really a hard job for me, kind of like just interviewing people and not. Maybe if I was like in that space I'd start to like celebrities, but I don't know, I never get like why people are so obsessed with other people. I don't know, it's just not my thing. Would you model Danny? Oh, she's a star. Guys, stop. Thanks, Darkest. Amanda Jane. Would you model Danny? I don't know. I mean, if selfies count as modeling, I guess so. Yeah, you gotta have passion or it comes off as very exactly, and that's why like I love YouTube, because I can sit here and I can talk about horror stuff all day long, and I can talk about narration and, you know, voice acting stuff, but when it comes to celebrities, if you're like, I don't even know, like I can't even think of like who's big right now. The Wednesday Adam girls, Jenna Ortega, she's cool though, like that I will say, like she's a very good actress, but I wouldn't be like so into like knowing everything about her, you know? When I was younger, I was really into JC Chazé from NSYNC, and I knew everything about him, you know, but that was like the extent of it. Danny Fest 20s, what is going on? Okay. Nope, it was all planned for a while. Okay, so let me back up. Okay, so Rose says, if Jurassic Park goes that route, it would be interesting if instead of humanity getting slaughtered, it ends up being more of a submersion thing, assuming hybrids can think and communicate like people. And then Creepy Cody says, I don't know why I keep calling Creepy Cody. Cody says, nope, it was the plan for a while, but I think the studio decided against it. And then Justice said, Danny Fan Fest in the chat. Love it. Danny Fest 2020. And then Cody said, yes, true, the hybrids would then bring mankind back to using the same science that created them. Jenna Ortega is awesome. Yeah, she is. She's totally awesome. She's a freaking amazing actress, and like I did binge Wednesday. That was a really good show. Has anybody watched it yet? No Blood kind of just evolved into these dino apes you would see in the future. Very cool. Did I say 2020? Oh my god. Yep, I did. Sorry, guys. 2022. 2022. You should be a model. I showed him your picture and he said my ass or something like that when I said I knew you. Who did you wait, I think I missed something. Who did you show my picture to? But that's also true. And that's so cool. Wasn't paying attention, but did I hear Dino Apes? Oh, my nephew, sorry. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I stay out of the sun a lot. Take care of my skin. I don't know. But I used to get, like, made fun of really bad, like, in, like, middle school, high school. Like, people used to call me ugly a lot. So, it's like, it's hard when I hear, like, people compliment me. Like, even when my husband compliments me all the time, I'm just like, stop. And then I do something stupid, and I put, like, this guy in there, and I'm like, make him dance. But, what the fuck is a Dino Ape? Zero said. Has everybody watched Wednesday on Netflix? She showed your picture to that nice guy parked in that white van down the street for them. No big deal. Imagine. Oh my gosh. You guys crack me up. Let's see. Yeah, I do the same thing, Danny. Burn it with fire. An abomination. Dino Apes. Oh my gosh. So every day Papa Scare draws something really cool. So he does like, he's doing like just an image a day. So I'm going to ask him to draw a Dino Ape. That will be next. Papa Scare, you're probably sleeping because your time zone is very different. But if you watch this, draw a Dino Ape. Otherwise, I'll just message you. Oh, thank you. Zero said that I have the cutest nose. Thanks. Yeah. Actually, that was the thing that people used to make fun of me about, and that's why I got my nose pierced. So, they used to call me vert ramp nose because, like, sometimes, I don't know if you can see, it kind of, like, goes up, like it, boop, you know? But, like, when I was younger, it was much more apparent because my face was smaller, I guess. So, they would call me vert ramp nose. That was my nickname throughout high school, middle school, pretty much. A little bit into high school. Kids are so mean. Like, they're so mean. And I remember exactly who used to call me it. I'm not going to call him out, though. It's okay. He knows who he is. Lone Wolf goes, I did a similar thing, but I showed Danny's pictures to the friendly man living in my crawl space. No, don't waste time drawing a Dino Ape. Okay. Oh, people have nose jobs to have a nose that looks like yours. Thank you. No, I actually, like, that was the thing when I was younger. I was like, I don't understand why everyone's making fun of my nose. Like, I had never hated my nose. I just thought they, you know, they were stupid for making fun of me. Let's see. He liked you. That's why he teased you. I don't know about that. He was really mean to me. Let's see. If they try and make fun of me, Danny, I'll hunt them down and gut them like a fish. Thank you. Not anymore, I'm sure. I mean, it was like 15 years ago. 15? I can't do math, but it was years ago. Let's see. Ooh, this isn't nearly dark enough, so I'll ask it. What serial killer would you be most scared to be in a car with? Ooh, not really Charles Manson. I don't think I'd be too scared to be in a car with him. Probably not Dahmer, because, like, his, you know, his, I would say, man, I don't know, that's a tough one. Serial killers in general are just scary. I mean, I've watched so many Bailey Sarian, like, shows, episodes. I'm trying to think, like, out of all the serial killers that she mentioned, like, who I'd be scared. Art the Clown. And not just kids, adults are the problem too. Stupidity runs through all ages. People are a problem. That's why we need Dino Apes to take over, Cody. So, Art the Clown. Oh, yeah, I mean, like, if it's a fictional, is it fictional serial killer or, like, non-fictional? Because that would change. I mean, I saw Terrifier 2, and I legit almost threw up. Now, for me to throw up, well, I wasn't feeling well when I watched the movie, and I was like, I'm not feeling well. Like, let me, like, take my nausea and just lay in bed and watch this disgusting movie. And I did that, and I felt very sick after. We already have Either Way, your show. Okay, well then. I don't want to steal Zero's answer, but I would be terrified of Art the Clown, because that was literally the first movie, I feel like, that really, really, for lack of a better term, terrified me. I don't know, I actually had a nightmare after watching the first one. The second one, I just felt like I was going to throw up the entire movie. So, I would say, ooh, Jack the Ripper, the culture shock he would experience from being in modern times would make him liable to do anything. Ooh, that's a good one. Ted Bundy be a good... Oh, true, Ted Bundy. Yeah, that's another one. Because, like, the reason why I wasn't going to say Dahmer was because, you know, I wasn't his demographic, in a sense. So, I don't know that I would be scared to be in a car with him. But then again, who knows? It could have changed. He could have just been like, I'm just going to kill you for shits and giggles. Fred West or maybe Bernardo. Yeah. Richard Ramirez was really terrifying. Yep. These are all really good ones. What about you, Cody? Who would you be too scared to ride in a car with? While we're waiting for that. So, does anyone have any good, like, horror Christmas movie recommendations? That's one thing. I was trying to get into... I was going to watch Jack Frost tonight after the stream. Not, like, the cute one where, like, the dad turns into the snowman, which I love that movie, by the way, but, like, the creepy one. I just saw the... I was going to narrate, but, like, I'm actually... I don't know if you guys can hear me. My voice is being, like... Bleh. But... Oh, hey... Hi, Tenzin! Okay. Anna and the Apocalypse. I haven't heard of that one. There was a, there is another one. Oh, has anyone seen Violent Night yet? I heard that one was pretty decent. The original Black Christmas. Okay, cool. Putting it on my mental list. Both of the snowmen look weird. Yeah. But I don't know that many Christmas horror... Right, yeah. I was actually... Because all I do is watch scary movies. Like, my recommendations that have been coming up have been all these crazy, like, Christmas horror movies. And then I forgot who I sent it to, but there was a list going around on Instagram, and it was like, oh, 25 days of horror, like, Creepmas, I think it was, like, 25 days of Creepmas, and it had, like, 25 different horror movies, and every time I, like, clicked on one, I would go to the reviews, like, just on Amazon or something, and they were so bad, and I'm like, do I really want to waste time, or should I just watch a Hallmark movie? Judge me. It's fine. It's okay. I only watch them during this time of the year. Even the remake is good. Okay. Oh no, Teddy, you're fine. It's just me not talking a lot. And also, did I talk a lot today? No, I didn't. I only had one meeting today at work, so I wasn't really chit-chatting too much. But for the most part, you're right. We need to do this. It should be weekly. I'm trying to do it weekly. But every time I say I'm going to do it weekly, something comes up, and then I feel bad because then I feel like a flake, and that's never my intention. It's always, I put myself on a schedule, I stick to the schedule, and then life happens, you know? I mean, that's what happens. I watch Hallmark movies, too, because I love my wife. You are a good husband. Mr. Dreadful watches them with me, too. It was funny the other night. We have like our little group of friends that we hang out with. And we went to dinner, and the guys all take off their jackets, and they're all wearing plaid flannels, And I just like lost it. I was like, are we in a Hallmark Christmas movie? Are you gonna like bump into some girl from the city and be like, oh my god? And then she's gonna like break up with her boyfriend and like marry one of you guys. And it was funny, and everyone understood my joke. And I said it funnier. I didn't say it very funny now, but it was funny at the time when I said it. But it was just like, they all take off their coats and they sit down, and like all three of us women were like all dressed differently because we have very different styles. And the guys are just like plaid and jeans and boots, like suburbs. There's a movie called Krampus, and the poster looks cool. I've seen that movie poster. Oh, I hear a cat. Someone's like pawing at the door, so someone's gonna be coming in soon. All right, let's take bets. I think it's gonna be Megatron or Emmy. A Very Dreadful Christmas. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it was Megatron. I was right. Hi, Megatron. Let's see. I did my time with Hallmark. Sorry, but I can't stomach another. I mean, I get it. They're, I like them. They're like, because they're so predictable. I read somewhere the other day, I think it was a reel or something, and it was like, stop making fun of me for watching Hallmark movies. They like help with my anxiety because I know what's gonna happen next. And I laughed so hard. Hi baby, you wanna come up? No? Because I don't have bad anxiety, but we all have our days, right? So like, just to put on a movie and just be like, oh yeah, she's gonna dump her lame, super rich, cool boyfriend and go with like the farmer dude, and then they're gonna open up a Christmas tree shop, and like you just feel a sense of like woosah, They're white noise. Yeah. And then Justice said, if I had a partner, I'd make them watch Hallmark Christmas movies too. Yup. I used to oh, hi baby. Okay, everyone, Megatron's in the house. Kind of. Okay, baby. Hi baby. Say hi. She's been with me all day today. Oh, Hogfather is really, really great. I can't recommend it enough, but I'm dozing off, so I should probably go to sleep. Fantastic stream, Danny. Give Miss Megs lots of love for me. Bye. Love you, Paige. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, actually talk, instead of just sending you a random gif and just saying, like, hi, miss you. But yeah, so, yeah. I just really like the holidays, Just, are you leaving to Darkest, AJ? If you are, goodbye. Love you. Oh, she is leaving. She just said it. I love you. Must sign off for now. Okay, bye. Love you. See you later. Talk to you later. Teddy said, when I first met my wife, she insisted she was a horror, Halloween. Now I watch romantic comedies on Valentine's Day and Xmas movies on Xmas just like normal people. Oh man, that's funny. So my husband, he knew what he was getting, because like he knew what he was getting into, because even in our wedding vows he put that he would always help me with Halloween, help me with my Halloween costumes, because I always make my Halloween costumes, and he vowed that, and you bet your butt I hold him to that every single year. I'll be like, babe, I need someone to hold this as I'm sewing it, and he'll be like, I'm doing something. I was like, nah, you vowed it. So, oh no, my camera just went off. Well, that's not good. Hold on, guys. Having a technical issue. One moment. Sorry, guys. My camera died. Can you guys hear me? Are we good? I usually keep it plugged in as I'm streaming, and then I forgot to. But we're good. Okay. You're all leaving because I got here. Oh, no, Tenzin. No one's leaving because you just got here. Okay, cool. Sorry. Whew, that was, you know, whatever. But that's why I have that little thing. I was going to take off the be right back thing, and I was like, when am I ever going to need that? Perfect example of why I left it here. Cool. It wouldn't be a Danny stream without some kind of technical issue. Am I right? Oh my god, the screen cuts back and we see a guy in a blood-covered Santa suit standing behind you. Freak us all out. That would have been awesome. Let me just move this a little bit. Okay, there we go. That would have been a really good idea. Should like text Mr. Dreadful, hey, go out, buy a Santa suit, and just come up behind me with a knife and just do something. I refuse to leave without a story. Like a narration story, or just like a random story about anything. Because I do have my old, I think it's like a pretty short one. Let's see. We're gonna take out our book of spells. It's just my iPad, revealing all the secrets. Let's see. Yeah, we can do a story now if you want. We can do that. I'm gonna lower the music so I don't get distracted. Okay. And I'm sorry if there's like a little like buzzing in the background. My light thing, like the galaxy light thing, started making this weird noise, and I think it's probably dying because it was only like a few dollars. But ooh, there's a no sleep about a Hallmark. Someone's stuck in a Hallmark movie. Alright, guys. So this story I wrote last year for Christmas, and I don't remember the premise of it. No, I do. I kind of do. But I'm gonna actually hit record on here too, just in case I want to use it for anything else. Oh, there's no imports. Boop, boop, boop. My GarageBand's being dumb. Let's see, settings. I don't know why. No. Okay, we're not going to record it then because GarageBand's saying there's no source and I don't feel like messing around with it right. Oh, there it is. Whoops. Okay. Output device. Yep, that's correct. And the Scarlet, that is correct. Cool. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, this story is called The Lost Christmas Carol, and it was a story I wrote last year. I wrote it in my head while Mr. Dreadful and I were driving somewhere, and I just kind of told him, like, hey, this is going to be my Christmas story. And he approved. He said it was cool, and then I went with it. And I don't really remember much of it because it was a year ago. But here we go. I'm a little nasally, but Danny Dreadful voice. As you can tell, I have, like, 2 different voices, right? Okay. Honey, can you get the Christmas decorations from the attic? Isabel's mother yelled from the living room. Yeah, Mom, no problem. Isabel excitedly ran down the hallway, sporting her most festive Christmas sweater. I'm very nasally. Oh, gosh. Okay. Whew, sorry. Where was I? Okay. Let's just redo that. Okay. Isabel excitedly ran down the hallway, sporting her most festive Christmas sweater. She was in the holiday spirit and ready to decorate the tree. The bright green sweater really brought out her fair skin and long curly red hair. She knew green was her color. Christmas had always been Isabel's favorite time of the year. She loved the feeling of togetherness with her family, and honestly, the thought of presents under the tree didn't hurt either. It was the one time of year that her busy parents slowed down and actually paid attention to her. She knew they worked hard to support her love of singing and piano. Let's face it, lessons were not cheap. But it was always nice to gather around the tree and laugh and just be a family for once. Excuse me. Although she loved Christmas Day, the real treat was the holiday talent show. As a talented singer and pianist, she'd entered the show for the last 5 years. In Isabel's mind, the talent show was more than just a performance for a bunch of strangers. For her, it meant that she had her parents' undivided attention for as long as her song lasted. There were no disruptions, no work fires to put out, just her performing for them. Besides her love for performing, I hate being nasally. Okay, sorry. Okay. Besides her, redo. Okay. Oh, sorry. When I mess up, I say redo, and then I just did it, even though it's a live reading. Okay, here we go. Besides her love for performing, this was the real reason she entered the show every year. Christmas wouldn't be the same without it. The show was only 5 days away, and Isabel did not have a song lined up just yet. She figured she'd do a classic such as Silver Bells or the Christmas song. She knew both by heart, so it wouldn't take much effort. However, she did not want to start practicing after the decorating festivities were done. Isabel pulled the string for the attic stairs. The creaking sound always gave her the creeps, but she proceeded to pull down the steep wooden stairs and headed up the attic. There she spotted the 5 huge plastic bins with the words Christmas decorations obnoxiously written on across Oh, I typoed. Okay. There she spotted the 5 huge plastic bins with the words Christmas decorations obnoxiously written across each one. One by one, Isabel started to bring down the bins. Redo. Yeah. I was reading the chat, sorry. I'm not good at live reading, guys, because then I get distracted by the chat. Okay. One by one, Isabel started to bring down the bins. After she brought down the second bin, she realized there was a tiny wooden box nestled between 2 of the containers. This one must have been missed last year, she thought to herself. As she went to toss the wooden box into one of the bins, she had this indescribable urge to look inside. It was odd. All of the decorations she was sure she would have remembered. Oh, let me make this bigger. Okay. It was odd. Of all the decorations, she was sure she would have remembered this one, especially since it was so beautifully crafted and quite antique looking. The box seemed so light she figured it was empty, but she opened it anyway. Upon opening the box, she noticed a paper folded into a small square. It looked ancient and had collected dust. As Isabel carefully opened the note, she began to cough from all the dust, but to her surprise, okay. As Isabel carefully opened the note, she began to cough from all the dust, but to her surprise, it wasn't a note at all. Instead, what she found was the most beautifully conducted Christmas carol she'd ever read. She hummed along as she read the sheet music note by enchanting note. With each line she hummed, she felt as though she was falling deeper into a trance-like state, until suddenly she was interrupted by her mother's voice. "Isabel, where are the rest of the boxes? You've been up there for like an hour." No way, Isabel thought. There's no way she could have possibly been up there for that long. Surely her mother was exaggerating. "Coming!" Isabel yelled from the attic. As she climbed down the steep attic stairs, her mother waited at the bottom to grab the rest of the large containers filled with the Christmas cheer and distant holiday memories. My goodness, I thought you hit your head or something up there. I was just about to come up and check on you. What took you so long, honey? Isabel's mother asked with a concerned look upon her face. Oh, nothing. I must have gotten lost down memory lane or something. I honestly don't even Her voice trailed off, and she wrinkled her brow in confusion. Honey? Isabel's mother looked at her with a puzzled expression. Isabel quickly shrugged it off, letting her mother know it was nothing, and handed her the boxes of decor. Let's get decorating, Isabel exclaimed. After a long day of decorating, Isabel and her mother were ready to curl up by the fire with their hot cocoa, cozy blankets, and turn on It's a Wonderful Life. This had been their tradition for as long as she could remember. As they started to get cozy, Isabel's mother asked what song she had chosen for the Christmas show this year, since she had not heard her practicing at all. Just as she asked, Isabel remembered what she was doing before her mother had broken her from her trance. She propped up and threw the blankets to the floor. I completely forgot about the song. What song, darling? The box, where is it? Where's the box? Isabel became frantic, throwing pillows in the air and searching high and low. Sweetie, you're freaking me out, Isabel's mother began. But before she could finish her thought, Isabel squealed with excitement. I found it! Found what? Isabel kissed her mother on the cheek with the box in tow and ran into her bedroom to practice. Teenagers, her mother said with a smile. Water break. Okay. Okay. Isabel once again unfolded the sheet music and began to play the beautifully crafted tune for hours on end. She felt as though she could not stop playing even if she wanted to. By 11 p.m., Isabel's father finally arrived home after a long day at the office. He heard what sounded like the most alluring song he had ever heard coming from his daughter's bedroom. As he listened behind her closed door, he started to tear up. As much as it pained him to do so, he had to ask her to stop playing since it was almost midnight. One more time, I promise, then I'll be done for the night, Isabel said, focusing solely on the music in front of her. Okay. Oh, my camera died again. This is crazy. Okay, hold on, guys, sorry. I think it's overheating. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I think my camera is overheating, so let me try to get through the story without it completely dying again. Okay. All right. One more time, I promise, then I'll be done for the night, Isabel said, focusing solely on the music in front of her. Okay, just one more, then it's time for bed, her father agreed. All right, Dad, I promise, love you, night. Isabel did not keep her promise. It was as though a force of some kind had a grip on her so tightly she lost... Whew, we're having some tech issues tonight. All right, let's try that again. Isabel did not keep her promise. It was as though a force of some kind held a grip on her so tightly she lost all sight of who she was and what she was doing. She was unable to peel her eyes away from the sheet music, and her fingers had a mind of their own. She ferociously slammed on the piano keys and sang perfectly in tune with this Christmas carol. Isabel fell into the same indescribable trance she had gone into when she first came upon the song. She felt as though she was in a dream. She could hear herself singing, but she felt miles away. She could see a girl playing the piano in her room. She tried to scream to break out of this dreamlike state, but nothing. It was as if she was having an outer-body experience. She could see everything happening before her. It was like she was watching herself in a movie. At this point, Isabel felt stuck, scared, and confused, but what she would witness next would forever change her life as she knew it. Isabel, do you have any idea what time it is? I thought your father told you one more time before bed. The neighbors are going to call the cops if you don't... Isabel's mother was absolutely furious by the disrespect her daughter was showing. Just as she went to finish her sentence, Isabel's mother's eyes widened with fear, and her once tan complexion turned ghostly white. She tried to scream to no avail. Isabel watched as that thing sitting at her piano turned to face her panicked mother. You're not Isabel." The words managed to leave her mother's mouth in barely a whisper. An old, decrepit hand reached out to Isabel's mother while keeping the other on the piano keys. This thing, whatever it was, resembled Isabel, but it could not be. Her features were old and frail. The pink glow from her cheeks were absent, and her vibrant red hair was dull and lifeless. Isabel knew this was just a sad version of herself. This wasn't her. She was standing watching as the events unfolded before her eyes. There was nothing that could distract the creature sitting in his... There was nothing that could distract the creature sitting in Isabel's place. My camera went off again. Okay. We're just gonna finish up the story in the dark. No, we're not. Hold on. Do I have something? Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I think it's just like overheating so badly that it's like not gonna... It's so weird. Okay. I think we're good. Nope, not starting soon. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, there we are. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Isabel knew this was just a sad version of herself. This wasn't her. She was standing watching as the events unfolded before her eyes. There was nothing that could distract the creature sitting in Isabel's place. Nothing could break its concentration from the melodic tune coming from the piano. Just as Isabel thought all was lost, she realized the song was what was keeping her in this trance. This was the reason she could not escape this lucid, dreamlike state. As Isabel's mother stood frozen in her tracks, a purple mist formed around her and the creature. The mist was so thick the only thing Isabel could make out were screams of despair and that dreadful fucking song. The song played over and over in her mind, making it hard for her to concentrate on the only thing that actually mattered, saving her mother. The screams woke up Isabel's father, who burst into the room with his hunting knife and cell phone in hand. What he encountered that night was nothing he could have ever imagined. His wife lay dead as a doornail on the blood-soaked carpet. Isabel, his once precious little girl, taken over by this creature. He realized then that the knife would not help, as he could not even get close to this thing. He fumbled with his cell phone and managed to dial 911. At that moment, the creature turned to him, and that same purple mist took over, one hand still playing, her mouth still singing the tune. The 911 operator on the other line spoke, but it was too late. This time, the mist wasn't as thick as Isabel could see. This time, the mist wasn't as thick, and Isabel could see exactly what that thing was doing to her father. The song, the melody was piercing through him until his mind could no longer take it. Blood poured out of his ears, eyes, nose, and mouth. He wrapped his hands aggressively around his neck, trying to stop the bleeding, trying to speak, to yell, anything, to no avail. Within moments, his body fell to the floor. Just as Isabel thought all was lost. Oh, I forgot to put a comma there. Okay. Isabel thought all was lost. The doorbell rang, distracting the creature for the first time since it began its reign of terror. The music, however, continued to play. As the police stormed up the stairwell and into one of those... I'll redo that. As the police stormed up the stairwell and into one of the most horrific scenes that had ever witnessed, the creature looked into Isabel's eyes, smirked, and the purple mist once again formed around the singing creature and the men and women in uniform. Isabel watched this all from a distance. She screamed with all she had. Still, silence. She knew she was never getting out, and at this point, she had completely given up. The creature took the three things she cared about most in this world: her mother, father, and music. The end. That was sorry. Yeah, probably gonna end this stream just because the camera's being a little funky tonight. I don't know why that happened. Hi, Risa. Hi. Let's see. I hate to be a nag, but you do owe me a giant spider. Sorry, knowing how much people love unsolicited career advice. If you wanted a huge on Audible. Oh, my camera's dying. Okay. Alright, guys. We're just gonna have to end the stream, but I had a really good time. I love you all. Next time I'll make sure that my camera is not being a jerk. And I hope you all have a great night. And if we don't have a stream next week, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa and just happy holidays in general to everyone. And I'll see you soon.